we knew it was going to be a big match for us in terms of our standing in the European Cup, and yeah, I think we're all delighted with the win, but we're also very, very aware that, you know, we haven't actually won anything yet. You know, you got to celebrate the small victories, but you know, we have our larger target that we set ourselves, and you know, Johann said it now this morning in the meeting, we're back to zero again. You know, this game is in the past. The next one's a target now. You know, Exeter at home, which is going to be a massive challenge. Well, they're an exceptional attacking setup. I mean, we know this from just from their Premiership stats. I mean, they're the highest try-scoring team, and then obviously defensively, they've also conceded the least amount of tries. So they're very strong on both attack and defence. You know, their set piece is strong. Their kicking game is good. They're a very well-rounded side. You know, with a lot of threats, and we'll have to be at our best if we want to take them to task on it. It's going to be a massive battle, and like you said, there's a lot on the line for both teams. But I mean, once again, we are focused on our own setup, so it's going to be massive for us. Obviously, we want to keep on winning ways. So yeah, it's going to be a real attritional battle. I mean, the game at Thomond Park was 80 minutes of hell. Like, it was really, really tough, and I expect this weekend is going to be very much the same. I think Tiger's an exceptional player. He's really stepped into the calling role exceptionally well as well. So I think it's just about, you know, our entire pack working together around, you know, the line-out, and everyone knowing their detail, and you know, that makes Tiger's job all the much easier for when he's calling. You know, if he knows everyone's cued and everyone's ready to go. But yeah, he's an exceptional player. He's very dangerous on attack as well. He runs dangerous lines, and you know, he's a good player and a good bloke. So it's good playing with him.
You know, we're delighted with the result on Friday over in Kingsholm. It was a tough game, and you know, we pulled away at the end, but it was definitely a lot tougher than it looked on the scoreboard. And you know, we got a good away win up in the sports ground as well the week before. So you know, we're coming into a bit of form now, and it's definitely what we need to going into this weekend. You know, our attack, we're working on it every week, you know, since the start of the season, and it was a big work on from last year. It's probably where we let ourselves down the later part of the season, and you know, it's definitely getting better the last few weeks. And you know, you've guys come back to full fitness, and Joe is slotting in nicely. Chris Farrell's back in the mix as well, which is massive for us. So you know, I think we're playing some good rugby at the moment, and it's an important time of the year as well to be doing it. Yeah, it's great. We haven't had this many guys fit for a period now in a long time, and the injured players group is getting smaller and smaller, which is great. And you know, as you said, that's what you need as well, competitive training sessions. And you know, there's big competition in the squad now, especially in the backs, the back row, the front row, you know, the second row. When everyone's fit, there's not really any weakness or weak point in the team, and it's great to have that competition in the squad. And as you said, it's an important time of the year to have everyone fit. You know, we always enjoy playing in a full house in Thomond Park, and you know, Exeter are probably in a position now they didn't think they'd be in a few weeks ago, and they've got a maximum 10 points in their last two games. And as you said, it's just a straight shootout now, really. That's the way we're looking at it, that we just have to get a win on Saturday to progress to the quarters, and whatever else happens, that's out of our hands. But that's all we're concentrating on now, and it's just a straight head-to-head.
I'd like to think that, you know, over the last 14 months we've made some improvements in the Munster game, and you know, it's definitely not only down to me. It's a lot of coaches and a lot of players involved, and everybody chipping away and giving their input. And I said it from the first day, this club is not about me. I'm just a coach at this stage, and you've got to drive it. Obviously there's a lot of things that I believe in, that I think that we are currently doing well, and I think one of those things are decision making. Yes, the attack's becoming better, but our kicking game as well, and the way we maul. And if you've got a 9 and a 10 and a 12 and a 15 that makes good decisions and puts you on the front foot, you do put pressure on teams in their own 22. And you know, I thought the kicking over the last 2 weeks was very good, and the fact that we kicked well gave us broken field opportunities, and we've managed to punish the last two teams with that. So yes, there's improvements, but there's a long way to go. I believe they will come over the same as every other top team does all around the world. They'll back themselves to come away with a win. They'll stick to what they do well. Very good kicking game at 9 and 10. Fantastic centres in terms of their work rate, and in two wings that causes havoc. Chucknall played 15 yesterday. and then a forward pack that can work, that's physical, that do scrum well and maul well and defend well. So I'm under no illusions as to what's await us on Saturday afternoon, and I think the same as the previous time that we went down to Sandy Park, I think it'll be a titanic battle, and it might come down to the last play of the game like it did the previous time.